how do we practice a fast passage and get results the fastest way? Because many times when students come to me with fast passages like this, and they can't do it, and they get frustrated, when I ask them how they practice, they say, well, we practice slow. Most people understand the importance of just practicing something slow. But practicing something slow, although it's crucial and essential for our left hand, it does not prepare us to playing fast. Even on the contrary, sometimes when we play slow, we use big movements and even wrong fingerings because we have the time to do it. And when we start to play fast, we suddenly realize, well, we're in the wrong place in the bow, I'm the wrong stroke, sometimes even the wrong fingerings. So when we need to accelerate and to get to the fast pace, and we need to do it very fast, I would like to get to the fast pace on my first practice session so I can actually see if what I'm doing is working. And the idea that if I just practice slow for 2 months, suddenly it will happen and I'll play fast is false for all the logical reasons. So how do we practice from slow to a fast pace? There is one technique which I will explain before I will explain what I actually prefer, because it's very common, which is the rhythm. Well, the rhythm system is taking groups that are essentially the same tempo, and we work a little bit the how fast they are, and we do a slow, fast, or fast, slow, for example. So in this case, instead of, we do, so I basically prolonged one note and then played fast the second note, prolong the next note. It can be done the opposite way. And then you can prolong one note out of the group of the four, so like the first one, or the last one. So this is a very common system, and there's almost nothing wrong with it, except that I feel it warps and changes what we really need to do, which is play exactly in time. And we prolong a note to check it's in tune and to actually have control, but in the meantime we might vibrate, we might go to another part of the bow. So we need to be very, very careful when we're using this system. I like to use a different practicing system which I call freezing, in which I take a group, it could be 2 notes, 4 notes, 8 notes, or 3 notes, 6 notes, 9 notes, and just play them in the tempo of what I need, of like performance, and then freeze. So let's say if I do a freezing of 2 notes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and I really count myself, and if I make a mistake, I do 3 times. Okay, if I do a group of 4 notes, I'm not prolonging any note. So, and I'm counting 2, then I can just count 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, then I can make 2 groups together, 8 notes, 1, 2, 1, 2. When I'm freezing, that moment of freezing, I look at it that as if I took it in a video format and took away the freezing, I will have a performance. So it won't be faster or slower than what I feel is need for the tempo. And then I can find the weakest link, weakest group when things go wrong, and then I can really just pinpoint on what's, the places that are a bit weaker, and find out maybe I need the different fingerings, different bowings, and figure out what to do. So for me, the rhythm system is good, but the freezing system is actually much better result for the time. Of course, if you have all day and you really want to get into it and it's really important, do both. Of course, it's possible, but if you are like me, just time is so precious, I would use the freezing system as much as possible. Now you can also expand on the freezing system because, um, like anything we do in practice, it's a little bit of a lie. If I'm stopping to give myself enough time, then I'm creating a gap, and I need to learn how to get over the gap. So if I'm doing a gap every 4, 2, 1, 2. I can also do what I call 4 plus 1. So I do a 4 and then add the next note. Go back to the bowing. And then practice bridging the gap. And I can do 8 plus 1. So that's the freezing system, and it has many, many implications. And I think it's incredibly helpful to learn something from slow to fast to performance in one or or two at the most sessions. I hope that helps. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for the subscriptions. I'm very happy. I hope you are too.